I'm Lila Scott. Today on Lincoln Now, March Madness, prom themes, and more. Find Lincoln Now on Instagram.
Live from Gahanna, WGLH-TV presents Lincoln Live with Brooke Thomas and Ava Fabrizio.
Today, switching back to paper, why the new hall pass system is being used.
Celebrating 30 years of all district jazz.
And what is this year's prom theme? The announcement is coming.
Lincoln Live starts now.
Hello. I bet you thought I would say good morning, Lincoln. You're wrong. Always confuse the enemy.
Ava, what are you talking about? And why is it so cold in here today? I swear it was just 75 degrees.
Nope, just Ohio. Freeze in the morning, sweat by lunch, and by evening, question the forecast.
All right, enough of the weather. Let's move on. As you all heard in the class meetings yesterday in the auditorium, paper hall passes will now come into effect.
The administration will be around the halls making sure that you're where you're supposed to be at all times.
Ms. Williams gives us a recap of what was said in the meeting and some reminders of the new policies so that everyone can start following them today.
So starting today, Tuesday, March 18th, we are instituting paper passes for the remainder of fourth quarter. We've had quite a challenge with students being where they're supposed to be on time and during the entire block. And so as a result, we're instituting paper passes so that way we as an administration, campus supervisors, and teachers know where our students are supposed to be and when. Great opportunity for us all to do the right thing during this time period to finish the school year strong and be where we're supposed to be. It's a true safety concern and issue when we have students just roaming the hallways, and it's an academic issue when you're cutting class and roaming the hallways or spending a lot of time in the restroom when you should be in a classroom learning. So I ask all of my Lions to show pride, make sure that you have your pass, make sure it's filled out completely and signed by a teacher, and you return to the classroom you came from within 5 minutes. Every pass has a 5-minute limit because you can get to anywhere in this building if the hallways are not jam-packed within 5 minutes. So just keep that in mind that your hall pass is only for 5 minutes, whether that's to the restroom, an office, or wherever that may be. And we will start passes, so no passes before the first 5 minutes of class. So get into class, get attendance taken, and then teachers can issue passes after the first 5 minutes of class.
School secretaries play a vital role that often goes unnoticed.
They manage everything from student records to communication between students and teachers.
Their organization skills and ability to multitask ensures that the school runs smoothly.
Sage Vogel has a story on the importance of our secretaries.
The secretaries here at Gahanna Lincoln High School are the first people you see when you come into the building. Not only do they work to make our school a welcoming environment, they work hard behind the scenes to give our school the ability to run smoothly.
Thank you. Have a good day. Daily tasks, a lot. So we check people in all day, every day. Students coming in, asking questions. Parents coming in to sign out their students. Now it is different where students can't just walk out, so parents have to come in to check their students out and show us their ID so that we know that they are going home with a guardian.
For me, it would be scheduling the subs, and I would say Ms. Williams' calendar, making sure all her meetings are set, just making sure that the daily operations go smoothly.
Most important work our secretaries do is help keep our admin organized.
I work with Ms. Tweedy in the front office quite often. She helps me with all of our PBIS initiatives. We work hand in hand. She helps me with like staff appreciation activities. She helps me so much, and I honestly don't know how I would be able to do my job without her.
Now that we no longer have the main gate, the secretaries have picked up the responsibility of checking in late students, parents, and other community members.
Without the main gate, they provide the level of security that the main gate provided. So they're our eyes and our ears. And it's so important that they are in tune with who they're letting into the building, asking the right questions before they're buzzing people in, and then making sure that they have their visitor badge when they come into the building. And that way they can navigate without any issue. But they are, like I said, first responders on the front line, and so as a part of that, they've tapped into their safety and security skill set.
Hi, how can I help you?
Not only do the secretaries keep our school safe, they make sure their office is a welcoming place to all.
big difference between the main gate and the main office of everyone coming in and being the us being the first people that they see is pretty much the ambiance that we have in there. Hopefully you guys get to see that we have the lights dimmed in there. We decorate for each month and everything like that, so parents really enjoy coming in to see that. It also helps the students if they're overstimulated now that we don't have the Smart Lab anymore.
We just want to make sure that the office is like a warm and welcoming. It's a safe place for students. It is still an office, so we do say it's just pretty professional.
The removal of the main gate has been a positive change, allowing the secretaries to create an environment where everyone feels welcome. This is Sage Vogel for Lincoln Live.
Brooke, I'm really nervous to ask this, but will you go to prom with me?
No.
Fine, I didn't even want to go. I'll just ask Hudson. I'll go with anyone.
Oh, that's awkward. Well, speaking of prom, this year's prom theme was just announced.
The Google form on prom themes for the upperclassmen just closed up today, and the winning theme was Golden Gala. But please keep an eye out for prom nomination forms that will be coming soon, and we hope to see you all there.
Thanks. We have a guest with us today to show off his new look. Will shaved his head for the St. Baldrick's Foundation. This past weekend was the St. Baldrick's Festival. St. Baldrick's is the largest nonprofit raising money for childhood cancer research. The event was at Fedoza Easton and was very successful. They had a huge turnout with over 20 people shaving their heads, including our very own Will Wida. Here he is.
It was a really great experience. I'm glad I came out and did it. It's a really supportive group, great environment. I've had people affected by cancer, so it's hit close to home, and I'm glad that I'm able to raise this kind of money to, fundraise to help cancer research. I'm glad to do it, and I'd happily do it again.
Thanks, G.I. Jane.
Hey look, Taylor Braun's here. Not boy Taylor, but girl Taylor.
Thank God, I'm tired of the Taylor Muir glaze.
Me too.
Right.
Take it away, girl Taylor.
Boys volleyball is back and starting off strong. Last night, the boys volleyball team battled against Hilliard Bradley, where the Lions came out on top, with closing the game in 4 sets. The Lions fought back and forth in the last set, ending the game 26-24. Key contributors were Colin Hedersheet, Nate Boggs, leading the kills, and Keifel Pearson with multiple impressive digs. We talked to senior captain Pujan Dean Tail with his reaction on the game.
Tonight we fought hard, and it took us 4 sets, but came out on top ultimately. We lost the first set, but we had that grit inside of us to, find it within and come out on top and win. First game of the season, setting the tone for what's about to come.
The 4x8 relay of Olin Toller, Ridwan Alial, Andrew Dietrich, and Camden Goddard competed at Nationals in New York on Saturday and had a strong race. They raced against some of the fastest teams in the nation and placed 3rd in their heat and 12th overall with a time of 8:03. Owen started the race out strong with a 156 split and handed off in first Camden Ridwan. And Andrew all fought hard against the other runners and put up great splits as well. This was a great way to end the indoor season and provides good momentum moving into outdoor. Great job, guys, and good luck to all the athletes moving on to the outdoor this spring. All right, that's enough for me, so I'm going to send it back to the great duo back at the news desk.
Thanks, Taylor.
A staple event for the jazz bands here at Lincoln will take place tonight in the auditorium.
And this year is extra special. It's not special for just the high school bands, but all jazz bands in the district.
Tonight, the Gahanna-Lincoln All-District Jazz Festival turns 30.
Our Isaiah Banks has the story.
Tonight, it's the celebration of All-District Jazz at Gahanna-Lincoln High School. It's the GJPS All-District Jazz Festival.
The All-District Jazz Festival is a jazz festival that takes place here. It's in the auditorium, and it's when all the jazz bands from all the schools in the district, they come together and we have a big concert.
Basically, we just go down to the high school and it's just a big get-together of jazz bands and we just play a bunch of jazz music.
This event has seen many years and also seen new staff, but the goal of the festival has always been the same.
We started this festival 30 years ago as a means to have all of the district jazz bands perform on one concert. The next year, Mr. Shellhammer, who was the director of bands at that time, he planted the seed for let's bring in a professional to make it even more special and have them play with and teach the high school jazz bands.
Featuring all 6 bands in sequential order, the festival is done in a very fast-paced way, so when one band is done playing, the other one is already set up and ready to perform. It's truly a special event.
What's great about it is it gives the middle schoolers a good chance to kind of hear the high school bands, hear what they're kind of working towards.
We get to invite in a professional artist each year to come and work with our students. And this year we're actually featuring Mrs. Shellhammer, who started this whole festival 30 years ago.
I'm not sure when Mr. Bradshaw invited me. I think it was sometime last fall. He invited me to be the guest artist for this year. And I was humbled and I feel very privileged to have that honor. And I'm looking forward to performing with the students.
It's also going to be bittersweet. With the new school opening next year, tonight's the last festival in the auditorium. It's going to be special.
I've been doing jazz since like 7th grade, and jazz festival is always the fun thing because everybody's there. All the middle school bands come there, all the high school bands go there.
I'm really excited just to play in the high school and to see other bands. I've always looked forward to that.
It's just all going to come full circle. We're going to have alumni back to watch us, and it's just going to be a great moment for the Gahanna Jazz program.
It's a huge milestone and also the end of an era for the Jazz Festival. There's definitely excitement for what's to come performing in the new building. This is Isaiah Banks for Lincoln Live.
All right, let's wrap this up. I have places to be.
Yeah, cut the cameras.
Bye.